So I just got my very first order that I've ever placed through fastgrowingtrees.com delivered to my porch today in this big box. I have opened the box and I have 2 trees that I purchased. Kind of expected there to be 2 boxes, but they had been packaged in there nicely, the 2 trees. So I have here, this is a birch, and I purchased, this is called the Dura Heat River Birch Multi-Stem, and they're kind of supported with bamboo, which I thought was nice. Pretty essential, but nice. So there are four stems here. These 2 kind of cross over, but it seems like that's just the way it is. You can see it here. And I bought as tall as I could get. So this one was as tall as you could get. And then I also bought the Princeton elm, which I'll show you over yonder. We're working on the hole for that. And then we received these instructions, the outdoor planting instructions, step by step. And there's a little note about a drop and grow container. So one of my trees is in the drop and grow, which is a burlap bag essentially. And the other one, this birch, is in a plastic container that we will have to remove. So here is the Princeton elm, and it is in the burlap sack. And this one does not have as much growth as the other one, but you can see there are buds. And it's kind of snipped off on the top there. So here we go. We got our hole ready. Really nice topsoil here, so we're not going to do anything to the soil.
Going.
Okay, and there we have the Princeton elm in, and we'll follow back up with it later, but you can see the buds here. So here's my birch. These have been in the ground for about 2 weeks now. I didn't show you the planting this one, but it's in. We had to chop down this crazy tree here because I wanted this close to it, and I thought it would probably fall on it if I got that tree down after I planted this. That's because, you know, that's how things work. But this is leafing out more. I'm pleased with it so far. We have had a hard frost, so now I do have one concern, and I'm just not sure what to do about this. As you can see here, these 2 stems, so this has 4 like trunks, I guess, for lack of what the proper terminology is. And 2 of them cross over and are actually very close to each other. Now I know as they grow, they are going to rub on each other, or maybe they would grow into each other. I'm not exactly sure. And I'm really perplexed about what to do with this. I thought maybe I should cut one off. Thought about cutting this one off that's kind of growing slanted. I don't know, but they did send it to me like this, and they did strap it. And so I'm thinking they're the professionals. They should know what they're doing. And maybe it's okay. Maybe I should just leave it that way. So for now, I'm going to leave it that way. I don't know how long. I don't know. But anyways, for now, it's like that. I do plan on mulching around here just to help with moisture retention this year. But there's that one, and let me show you the other. So here's the other one, and it is starting to leaf out. More buds coming. And this one was kind of snipped off on the top, which I don't know if that happened during shipping or if that was intentionally done. Again, I don't know. we'll see what happens with that. But pleased with this too. And so we'll check back in on these maybe in a month or so, see how they're doing. Well, here we are back at the tree here. It is midsummer. Well, not quite. It's the end of June. And I came to look at this tree the other day and I noticed it's getting hit hard by insects. And I don't know what type of insect. I'm definitely not an expert. But I mean, a lot of growth, so I'm pleased with that. It appears that one side is doing a little better than the other. Not sure why. But anyways, I brought some 7 out. I'm gonna spray it here and just keep a little closer eye on it. And here we are at the other tree. I think it looks good. I don't see any bug damage. Maybe a little bit, but not like the other tree. All right, so I'll bring you back a couple more months and we'll see how things are going. Okay, it's now August 8th, and you can see I've got more growth on this tree here. It's very bright. It's kind of, I think, developing a little bit of a lean. And you know what? I'm thinking it's probably because most of the leaves are over there. But I'm probably gonna work on in the near future, maybe doing something to kind of stake it upright. But I think it's growing. I think the bugs are still bothering it a little bit, but not quite as badly as they were. There's more leaves now and seems to be okay. So it's alive. It's super hot here right now in Pennsylvania. We have been getting a decent amount of rain for this time of summer, so things are actually remarkably still kind of green. But hot. It's really hot. So let's check out the other one. Here's our other little tree friend, and I would say this one is doing even better than that one. Maybe that's because there are 4 stalks. I don't know, but I think it's doing well. I think it's really bushed out as far as leaves go. I don't think it's grown a whole lot in height, but it's alive, and so I think that's a plus. So it's spring. It is now April. Things are starting to burst to life. As you can see, we have some daffodils here. In my area, we had it early spring this year. But I wanted to follow along for a whole year on these trees just to, you know, give you an idea of how they did. And you can see the little bud here. So the tree is alive. Anxious to see how it leaves out here this spring. It's first spring with us. We have some bark starting to peel and do the typical birchy thing there. And now I'm going to bring you up and show you the other tree. All right, so here's our other one. And you can probably see there are some little buds coming on this one as well. And so I will bring you guys back when the trees have leafed out and you can see, and we will have a full year of monitoring these trees and seeing how they made it. So it is now mid-May, May 16th to be exact, and this tree is doing really well. It's leafed out, looking good. This tree still has not come forth with any leaves. There are leaf buds on it. And down here at the base, there is some growth. So I'm just not quite sure what's going on with this one. We're gonna continue to watch. I kind of feel like to have all this growth down here, I should be seeing more up here. But we'll give it a little more time. There are some varieties of trees that I have that aren't leafed out yet, but a lot of them are. Maybe not to their full capacity, but you can see. Now over here, this one there, that's a persimmon. It hasn't come forth yet, and there's some mulberries that haven't yet. So it could be that this is just a late one, but we will continue to monitor this situation. So friends, it is now the very end of May. I think there's 2 days of May left, and this tree has still not leafed out. And all of my other trees have leafed out. So I reached out to the company. Maybe you can see that there, it's still green. There's still life in it. And down here below, we do have these peculiar sprouts. Anyways, I reached out to the company, and there is a 1-year guarantee. Unfortunate thing is that I purchased these in March, planted them, and you know, all was fine, all was well. You see that in my video footage, and everything was good until this spring, when I wasn't quite sure when the leafing out was going to happen with this particular tree, because it was new to me, and I had some other trees that hadn't leafed out yet. This was one here that I was kind of holding it in comparison with, and as you can see, it's still pushing forth. But anyways, everything has leaves now, and so I called the company, and they said, well, you know, the year warranty's up, and we even extended 30 days, which would have put you in April, but it's still up. And I explained, yes, you know, I understand that. Here's the situation. I was really anticipating it to get leaves, and just didn't make it through the winter. So they said, you know, see if there's green in it, and there was. They said, take some pictures, email us at Tree Expert, and we'll see what we can do for you. We really want this to go well. We really want you to succeed with this tree. Maybe there's something we can do. Maybe, you know, there's something we can advise you to do, because there is life in the tree. So I have sent off the photos, and we will see what they say. But I just wanted to follow up with my other tree here, which is doing beautifully. Really nice. Much better looking than it was last year. Growing well. So anyways, I sent out the information. Let's see what Fast Growing Trees has to say about this. It is beyond the warranty period. I'm curious how they're going to handle this. But I am at very least thankful that they haven't just left me hanging with this tree. They're going to advise me, give me some guidance. So let's see what can happen with this. So to follow up on that tree situation, I did hear back from the company. At first, their email was like this jobbled up disaster, maybe of like cutting and pasting things, and I you know how that is. I responded back and said, I don't understand what you're saying here. And then I got an email that did make sense to me. And, you know, it basically reiterated that, you know, remove the suckers, remove those little sprouts. There is life. Hopefully leaves will come forth. The warranty is over, but, you know, keep us posted. So I said, okay, I'm watering it more. We'll see what happens. Well, it's now mid-July. Nothing has happened. I still have the suckers coming. I break them off. They come forth. So my other tree is doing excellent. So here's my conclusion. Now, planting trees and shrubs, we all know the best time of year is early spring or fall, just because of watering and, you know, establishing roots and such. So I'm thinking that if you're ordering from this company, the best time would be in the fall, not in early spring. because you could end up in a situation like I did, where you're just waiting for the leaves to come in and you don't know if it made it through the winter or not. And however, if I would have purchased these trees in fall and planted them, I would have known if it made it through the winter or not. There would have been no question in that. So I need to replant something there where this tree has died. I have a row of trees there, and there's just this missing tree. And I need to decide how I'm going to handle this. I may order from the company again because they have more varieties accessible to me. Or I may purchase something locally just so I can get something even bigger, because I feel like I'm another year behind now. Anyways, I'm going to bring you back over, give you one last review on the plantings. And you know what? You be your own judge. That's my experience, but it's my honest opinion. So as I'm approaching this area here, you may notice it looks a little different. We did remove some shrubbery that was here, just making some changes. And you can see we still have standing stick, and we still have a lot of suckers coming. I've done some reading about these and you know why they do this, but I've basically given up on this tree getting leaves now at this point. But as you can see, I don't know if I've showed this before, but do you see the tree over there and the tree there, and then there's one a little further, and those are equally spaced. I don't know for sure, but I'm imagining at one point there was a tree here as well, and I really want to get a nice good shade tree going here too. So anyhow, and as we're walking over here to my birches, you can see that persimmon that, you know, was slow to leaf out. It's all growing there now. That is a Asian persimmon tree. Quite a few persimmons around here growing. But here's the birch. I did remove the supports probably about a month ago. I didn't feel they were necessary anymore. You can see I've got a little bark peeling there going on. It's getting that authentic look to it. It has really flourished, and I couldn't be more pleased with this tree. So I certainly wouldn't say my experience with the company was a bad one. They were true to their word. I just think for myself personally, in the future, purchasing from them would be a fall thing. So I hope this video has been a help to you. Please check out my other videos. There's all sorts of content. And please like and please subscribe.